Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War, Campaign 14, Week 9, Day 3. So today, we are going to be messing around with the Priest class event. We have that going on. I'll be getting our battles in there, get our free 25 gems. Priest class is a okay class. Used mostly for 4 times Divine teams, has +2 yellow, has Cleanse. Doesn't have too many things going for it, but anytime you need a Divine Hero class, it's the only option you have, so it tends to be the one that gets used. And that is pretty much the only instance where it gets any usage at all. Aside from that, we will still be continuing with the Summer of Love event. As far as this is concerned, we're going to be going for the Armor next. We're basically getting 1 Forenza, which we already did, 1 Summer Armor, 6 of the Pet, 5 to get it max initially, and then 1 to Golden. And then, of course, eventually a copy of the good old Power Orb. And as the game plan for that. And the battle's pretty straightforward. Just spend 50 gems on the thing every single day. Do the 6 battles. And always make sure to move forward so that you get slightly more points every single time. Aside from that, probably clean up the World event as well. As we will be having a new Deep Delve tomorrow. For that of Sunken Fleet. So we'll be able to get that. Oh, Orb of Forging. Well, we get to update that number. And a little bit of a metal upgrade. Nice. We'll have that when we get around to that. Nice. We'll probably start with the class event first. But before we do, let me go update that one number. Where is it? Should be this one right here. And that is now... Forging. That is now 66 Forgings. There we go. Oh, I just typed the 65 again. Eventually we'll get the number in there. There we go. 66 Forgings. Good to go. Anyways, hello! Let me see. Let me fix the thing. Hello, everyone. Hello, Maximus. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jakey. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Isabel. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, the Dave the Diver thing. We will be doing Dave the Diver this weekend. We actually just finished Mega Man Battle Network 4 today. I'm probably not starting 5 or 6 until after the trip. So either late July or early August. However, yeah, Dave the Diver will probably be the last game we start before our trip, or as far as new games. And, well, technically not a new game. We played it in the past. But they finally released 1.0 as of yesterday. And I have not had the chance to stream it or play or do anything with it since then. So, yeah, that'll be the game plan. We'll be doing that probably Saturday and Sunday this weekend. We're starting around maybe 10-ish or so. But yeah, that'll be the game plan with that. Looking forward to see what they end up doing with the game. And not sure how much content that is. If it'll be a couple hours, 10, 20, could be any amount. Could be infinite. Who knows? Maybe they ultra increase the replayability, which they may have. Anyways, so first things first, let's go to the class event. We'll go and mess with Priest class first. We're running it with just standard AoE takedown is the game plan here. Let's go over to guild, go over to, or not guild, actually never mind, it's a single solo event, so we need to go over here, get that in there, and there we go, Dawnbringer with triple paladin. So hello Logic Slayer, hello Kikolier. What's the flash offer today? Research purposes? Good question. I have no clue. Do we even have a flash offer today? I normally don't pay any attention to them. I'll go check. 1 second. Also, my side computer has still been so slow today. I have no clue why. I'm trying to change the thumbnail, like, as we speak. And it just does not want to do so. I already have the thing on copy-paste, so it's not going to take too long once we do that, though. But the flash offer for today is, I got an Aussie. Though I believe this is based on what pets you don't have. But then again, don't I have every pet in the game? So I'm not sure what it's based on. Because the only pet we don't have is Infernus Imp, which has never actually offered me, by the way. I have no clue why. Despite it being the only pet I'm missing. Because the only other pets are the golden one that we'll be getting from the thing, and we'll never offer that. And all of the starry ones, which, you know, we'll get once the events come around. These aren't even possible to own currently. But the only pet that's possible to own that I don't own, well, other than the flower that we'll have in, like, a week, is the Infernus Imp. I have never seen an offer for Infernus Imp, and I've never seen the Infernus Imp in-game. I have no clue when we're going to finally get this thing. But, yeah, I have not been able to get Infernus Imp. I have no clue what's wrong with it. But it just refuses to drop for me. It's in drop table. People get it all the time. But I have not seen one in, like, a year and a half, however long it's been. I have no clue why, but it just refuses to drop for us for no apparent reason. Anyways, where were we? Let's keep clearing out this for our quick free gems. Might as well. I'm not sure why we still do this. I still like it. Like, it's just some really quick gems. But its value is still really, really low. But hey, it's still more than nothing. So it's still kind of worth it. Anyways, let's go move that over. Get ourselves a red. As long as it surges, which it did. We just go straight for the cast and they're dead. Hello, Chad! Welcome, welcome. I'm not sure if I mentioned on stream, but I actually got some new pillows the other day. And I'm not sure what's up with them. Like, they're nice and soft, but they have a really weird smell to them. I thought it was like new pillow smell, but the smell isn't really going away, and I have no clue what it is. I almost need new pillows. I have no clue what's up with it. I didn't even notice it at first, but once you're laying on them for a while, you notice it. Like, obviously, if you're just, like, smelling them, that's, like, they smell normal. But if you're, like, smelling them for, like, hours on end, which, you know, you're doing if you're laying on them, they have a really weird smell to them. I have no clue what it is. And I almost think I might need new pillows. Because I just threw away my old ones. They got really flat. Because I used them for, like, 6 years straight or something. Like, pretty much since I got to this house, I've been using the same pair of pillows. And I just now replaced them out. So, yeah, they've gotten pretty flat over time from excessive overuse. Let's see. I would take that one down. Oh, hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the pet should be different for everyone, the pet offer that goes there. Last I recall, it's supposed to be on based on pets you don't have. Though, I'm starting to doubt that, because I have never seen an Infernus Imp offer there. Despite it being the only pet I haven't owned for like over a year now. Yet it hasn't even tried to sell me an Infernus Imp. I've literally had no way to get this Infernus Imp. It just refuses to give it to me. By any means. Not even for money. Honestly, at this point, if it came up as a $2 offer, I would actually buy it at this point. I have no clue why it does not want to drop for me. But it doesn't even show up as a $2 offer. It would be the first time ever I would spend money on a pet in this game. Well, other than... Well, that's not true. Because technically, Isabel gave it to us both the other 2 times. When we have spent money on the money-locked pets. The ones that can only get gotten by money. So yeah, technically, in a sense. Well, then again, if you count all the Kingdom Passes, then, you know, you're kind of spending pets in that way. But, never has I spent a pet that you could get for free money on one of them. Every single one that you could have gotten for free, I've never bothered spending money on. But that might be the first one if it ever has an offer. It just hasn't even gotten an offer. I'm not sure what's up with it. It just really refuses to drop by any means. I'm starting to think it's coded in a way where it, like, physically cannot drop at this point. Because I never see it in my guild. One time when someone in our guild said they had the event, I didn't even see it in my guild event. Like, there was some other pet there, and not the one that they mentioned. And yeah, I've just never seen it as offer. I'm not sure what's up with it. It's been really weird. Hopefully we'll be able to get it someday. It is out there somewhere. Just refuses to cooperate. Yeah, we're almost going to gain a level. Where are we? 2 more sets. It's usually ones that aren't maxed. Oh, I have a lot that aren't maxed then. I have a very high number that aren't maxed. It is true. I guess that makes sense. Instead of it just being ones you don't own, just ones you don't have max. No, there's less incentive to buy one that you have like half the copies of compared to one you have 0 copies of. Like the priority would definitely be on the 0 copy troops. You're gonna craft Enraged Carandera this Monday? Nice. Will you have the Power Orb by then? Which I assume is the main thing that will push you over. But yeah, those events help out a lot with that. This is the 5th holiday event? Let's see. They did... what's every single one they've done? I think it's the 4th one. No, 5th. Because didn't they do one for Easter? Because we've had... yeah, we had one for Easter, I'm pretty sure. Because the first one was for October, when we had Halloween. The second ones were for Christmas. The third one was for Lunar New Year / New Year. The 4th one was for Easter. And if assuming we had one for Easter, which I believe we did, this would be the 5th one ever. I mean, this is basically the 5th free Power Orb they've ever given us through that manner. But, yeah, because they gave one for the summer event. So yeah, that'd be 5 of them total then. But yeah, that event's not that old, them doing the whole holiday thing. I'm curious if they're going to start repeating it or if they're going to give new armor like every time. Because we'll find out when they do a Halloween event this year. Like, is it just going to be the repeat of last year, or are we just going to get the same armor, same troop and everything? Or are we actually going to get new stuff? Because that's something we don't know. Because it's never happened yet. Since it's only a, what, 9-month-old feature at this point? 8-month-old? As it was added mid-October. It wasn't utilized until late October. Oh, why did I take that? That was double mana I didn't need. Just trying to poke this guy. You know what? I'm going to do this because he's probably not going to take it. Knew it. There we go. Let's take that over and then he dies. Oh gosh. And now the smell from the pillows has made me get like a cough too, which is not ideal. I have no clue what could possibly be up with them. It could just be breaking into new pillows. I don't know. Do all new pillows have weird smell? I have no clue what it could even be. Can you even wash pillows in the washing machine? I don't think you can you? I've never tried, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to. I'm not sure everything that you can put in there. Like, obviously I watched the sheets that they're on. Like the pillowcases. I'm pretty sure you can't do the actual pillows themselves. Wait, you can? Wait, you can actually put the pillows themselves into the washing machine? I thought it would kind of tear them up a little. Or potentially. Or not tear them up, but you know what I mean. Like, they don't seem as washable compared to, like, a fabric. Well, obviously they could wash. I meant, like, washing machine wash. Oh, just check the tag, yeah. They probably do have a tag that says it, don't they? I just normally ignore those tags. But it probably has a tag, like, on it that says, do not remove, and here's some instructions on, its washability. It is true. That tag I never read. They have it there for a reason, don't they? Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. No, I don't believe they're feathered pillows. Which I can't even remember the last time I've used feathered pillows. Actually, you know where? When I go to my dad's place, I'll probably be using feathered pillows. Because I believe all their pillows are still feathered. Because they have a lot of old things in their house. And one of those are definitely feathered pillows. One of the ones I find the funniest is they still have a rotary phone. The same rotary phone they've had for about 20-something years now. Like, I remember when I was a kid, they still had that exact same rotary phone. We're talking 28 years ago. So that means they at minimum had the phone for like 30 years. The same rotary phone. How has it not broken? I have not the slightest clue. And given how old rotary phones, they've probably had it for even longer than 30 years. Like, it could be like 50 or something. They've had it for a very long time. Like, I'm pretty sure that phone is older than me. That phone that they have in that house. Dead bird pillows. Another alternative name for feathered pillows. Oh, there we go, 25 gems. Anyways, let's go clear out the world event. We just got a buff for it earlier that we just claimed, so I might as well go clear it out with the buff. They should die even easier now. We're just running it down with a quick heal guard's avatar. And it'll tell us to go change our metal. And we'll do just that. And there we go. Put that little bit extra damage in there. We got a Vow Raven. Always great to see. After we're already at more sigils than what we started with. Do we have a Mercy here? We do, but it doesn't do anything, so we'll just take it. Because why Mercy yellow pair when we just swipe a yellow pair? If it was 2 yellow pairs, we probably would have went for it, but just 1. It's the same values as swiping it. Hello, Gustavo! Welcome, welcome. And we're just stuck with the worst ones now, once again. As tends to be most world events, how they tend to go down. Just keep going until you hit a wall of all the same. And just keep clicking the same spot over and over again. Like how 90% of the world events go, which honestly I don't mind. It's better than the alternative where you have to go through like a billion calculations to try to figure out what on earth the best pathing is. It's much easier just clicking one location every time and just knowing, hey, that's optimal at this point. Which I do have to say, that's probably one of the only good things about... Well, there's actually a couple of good things about it, but the journey events that they almost never have, that we've had like 5 of total in like a year and a half. One nice thing about them, that's slightly a downside for the replayability, is they're very straightforward what path you have to take. But to a degree, that's almost a good thing, because otherwise it'd be like Underworld, where you have to think for like moments on end what on earth the optimal path is. Or just ignore what the optimal path is. Whereas in something like a journey event, it is so absurdly obvious that why does it even have a choice in what path you can take? Because there's always only one you would want to go for. And it's the highest number. Yeah, there's our daily gems. To stack onto the 25 we got earlier. They're all very small, but you know, they add up pretty quickly. 25 gems there, 20 gems there. Who knows, maybe we have like another 10 on the daily thing. Plus all the tributes constantly for those 20 drops. Though these days, it's almost felt like 30 drops this late in the game. Tribute is so consistent with all the upgrades within the game. So after we go clear out the summer battles, we'll go hand out a redeem code. I don't think we're getting any reward today. I don't think we're getting the next reward until Sunday. But on Sunday, we're going to be getting the new armor. Which is probably my favorite thing from this event. It's probably my favorite armor in the game now. There are a few that are still pretty cool. But I really like its new design. It's rather chaotic and has a lot of things going on, but in a good way. Yeah, there we go. Last of our sigils. Alright, let's go do the summer event. We're just talking about it. Let's see. Can't claim any loot from it today, but obviously we're gaining points that we'll be spending it on later. And with those points, good old summer armor right around the corner. Have it this Sunday. Alright, and it doesn't matter which battle we take. We're still running the Diamantina team. I think we're running it the whole way. Basically, we're just casting one big AoE until we win. There's many different options you could do this with. We just happen to be using Diamantina, as it hits a very big number. But there's a lot of options that could be used instead. I'm just going to take the Angry Mob here. I think we had Alignment earlier and actually didn't bother utilizing it. But that's why we have Angry Mob there. So once the Firebomb goes down, we just have double Angry Mob. And we're good to go. Oh, no, don't use the golden one. I don't have any golden ones. The golden ones are pretty much locked by money. They're not special, though. They're just a normal sigil that gives you, like, 10 extra points. They're nothing in particularly special. Let's see. We'll throw that down. You've been helping a friend through chemo treatments. Oh, no. I hope they go through it well. Or chemo treatment. I had an aunt that had to go through that a while back. She used to really love gambling, I do recall. And I was never able to go into the casinos with her because obviously I was just a kid at the time. But one way I was able to gamble with her that she really liked was at the boardwalk at the Jersey Shore. There was a ton of arcades, especially back then when there was way more. Back when that place was way more active than it is these days. But and before Hurricane Sandy destroyed like half of them, and a fire destroyed the other half. And somehow there's still some remaining, even though both halves got destroyed. But there's still some standing. Not as many as back in the day. But anyways, yeah, we'd play at the arcades together. It was pretty fun. I was actually good at a couple of them. She would normally play like the slot-like ones. But I was pretty good at the Wheel of Fortune one. And it probably was one of the reasons why they even had to nerf it in some of the locations. Because we made a killing on them. One I was surprised that was never nerfed, which we mentioned a couple times, was one of them that got half destroyed from Hurricane Sandy, then half destroyed by the fire. One of the only few places that like still stayed, and then got completely destroyed by the other effect. It just couldn't win. But the carousel there was they had a thing where they had like double points if you became a member to the place, which was just like a one-time fee, and it lasts for the entire location. So we were able to do that for like a decade, and they had those machines in there where you put like those quarters in and it hits a bunch of other quarters and you get points for doing it. But they had like a special coin in it that gave you like thousands upon thousands of tickets. And the doubling ticket thing actually counted on those coins. So if you were really effective at taking those when they were really low down, you would actually profit. And it's where I got quite a few things. I actually still have a TV in the other room that is from that, as well as a few other things over time. I think the TV's still one of the only few things I still have left, though. But yeah, you can actually like profit. Obviously, on most arcade stuff, you would lose money. There's one of the few that you can actually play and profit off of. And they never nerfed it either, which was kind of interesting. Probably because the amount of quarters people had to put in total was more than the value than the person cashing out was getting. So even though the person who cashed out on it was getting value, the overall amount of money that was being generated, probably from all the quarters that went in, outweighed it. So even though some people were, you know, getting value off of it, the overall machine was still profiting, so they just kept it as is. So they knew what they were doing. Obviously, they wouldn't have kept it like that if it wasn't profiting. It was working to some degree. Oh yeah, the TV store. I mentioned the TV store a couple of times. And I really like that TV. I'm not even sure if it still works. We still have it in the other room. I have not tested that TV in a very long time. It's actually the TV I played all my GameCube games on back in the day. Because that was the TV I used from about 2001 to about 2006, I want to say, or 2007, sometime around there. Yeah, used it for like 5-6 years around that time. From like the 2nd grade to 6th grade. Whatever that time frame was. But anyways, what were we doing? We did that, we did that. Let's go into the code. After I finish drinking this tea, gosh. I've been so thirsty lately. It's been getting so warm. I've down like 3 waters and 2 teas today. Which I probably shouldn't be drinking that much of tea because, gosh, are they so sugar heavy, but oh well. Alright, let me go get you guys this code. 1 second. I'll see how the computer's being a little slow right now. Come on, cooperate. We're almost there. Alright, let me just go do something real quick. I have a feeling it's going to take a second. But we will get that code in a moment. Alright, we cleared that, we cleared out. Do we have any daily gems? No, we don't. That's unfortunate. But hey, 4 purple deeds. Honestly, that's even better. Let's see. What do I want here? Oh, my teams. Let's go Magnesia. I have no clue why I keep clicking. I guess it's because one of the only ones I have colored down here. We'll go with this team. Get our explosion. And just wipe it out 3 times in a row. Well, technically 4 times. No, 3 times. Never mind. This one only has 3. It's a legend and above that starts getting more than 3 fights. Oh, there we go. Alright, should be in chat. Assuming it actually pasted correctly. I have no clue why this other computer's been so slow lately. Come on. Come on. I clicked the thing. Hopefully it doesn't make 2 of them. We'll find out when we have 2 of them side by side. As long as I put something in there, gosh. I'll just, like, say out the numbers at this rate. Okay, it's still blinking. Why is it just blinking? I clicked the paste button 2 times. Am I clicking the right key? It should be. And there's just somehow nothing on our copy-paste, but I put the code on it. Why is it not cooperating? Well, whenever we can get the code to work, we'll hand out a code. Yeah, it's still just blinking. What's it doing? And there's just nothing on our copy-paste right now. I put the code on it earlier. There it goes. Wow, why did it take 3 tries? There it is. That should be a new one, too. Let me know if it's not. Because I'm not sure if it's saved from the last time, but there we go. Hey, level up. Right into purple. Oh, that's funny. We're getting purple deeds, and we're doing a purple level up. How convenient. Alright, we got our deeds. Alright, I believe that is every daily. Oh, nope, not quite. Dungeons. Oh, top 3 today? We did a perfect yesterday. Based on guess the door. Come on, top 3, top 3, top 3. No, the worst effect. Oh, that's not good. Hmm. Alright, that should be fine. We don't have that much that's even silenced initially, but still, I don't want to deal with it. Alright, that should help slightly. Let's go give this a shot. So I think we're hit by what? Curse silence? What a combination. Oh yeah, Isabel's been running our kingdom in Puzzle Quest 3. We were number 1 for about a year in that game. Like a little over a year. I think we dropped to top 5, but we're still within top 10 for sure. Mostly because some guilds in that game are like only Puzzle Quest 3 guilds. Like they're not like Gems of War people that also play Puzzle Quest 3. Some people who play that game are literally just Puzzle Quest 3. So obviously they play Puzzle Quest 3 way more than people who play like a mix of multiple. So hello Lester, welcome, welcome. Which is the main reason why we fell. As there are some that are like exclusively just Puzzle Quest 3. Even though a lot of the initial people in the game before it, like 1.0'd was, you know, a mix of both. Which it still probably is to some degree. Because it probably has a lot of overlap overall. I'm pretty sure at least half the people who play Puzzle Quest 3, like, knows what Gems of War is, or have played it, or actively still play it. Also, silence hasn't been that big a deal this time. Though it would make sense. We set 3 cleanse medals and have 2 immune. I would sure hope it's not doing that much. We did like every possible precaution for it to do as minimal as possible. Yeah, that's annoying. We're getting curse silence too. Though Zolgoth's safe because it's doing silence curse, not curse silence. So it's actually doing it in an order that isn't as annoying, but still. Alright, there we go. It's been completed. No perfects, though. Well, we got one the other day already. With the guest the door prediction. And we ended up going for the one that had the least amount of votes, because of course it was that one. It almost always feels like that. Whatever one gets the least amount of votes is almost always the correct door. Not always, but more than you would think. How's the guild doing? Where are we? We're like below dead center. I guess people went for tier 3 for the event. Because I only did a tier 2. But we're gonna get there by tomorrow, so it'll be fine. And of course we'll worry about this event later. Just basically just throw some gems at it every day and we're good to go. Okay, so, that's everything. Let's go and mess around with, I guess, some hunting. Oh, also, that's a new pet. Wait. What's this pet? Hold up. Do we have, like, International Poodle Day coming up? Because it's not International Dog Day yet. Wait, what is this pet for? Oh, is it 4th of July? Wait, why are these the 4th of July pet? A poodle? What hat is that? Wait, this is for 4th of July. For, American Independence Day. Wait. Return to main page. Wait, what does this look like? I want to see it. I can't tell from the little model there. It doesn't say what it's for, but I'm pretty sure this is the Independence Day pet. Oh, it has the hat. I see. Interesting. But yeah, that's for Independence Day. Get a poodle. Oh, when are we getting this bird? I need this bird. Oh, it's a Bork 3. Oh, no. Oh, yes. They're buffing Bork. Oh, and it has a cool pet, too. But they're buffing Bork. Bork's actually going to be new Thrall. Well, not completely. But 5 extra magic on Bork will really help it out. Oh, that's huge. I didn't even realize that. We're getting an Adana. This is pretty much the week of the patch. When we have 7.0. I believe this is the week of 7.0. Or during the week of 7.0 when we have a Legends Reborn. We're getting a buff to Tesla. Because of course Tesla needs a buff. To Tina 9000, because of course Tina 9000 needs a buff. And to Bork. Like the 3 strongest things from the kingdom. I always find it weird that they're starting to focus like things that are actually good now. But yeah, Bork is becoming like almost Thrall. Not quite, but still. Tesla is, well, you know what Tesla is. And Tina 9000 is getting a slight buff. But yeah, Bork and Tesla would probably be the 2 biggest beneficiaries from that. I don't know, Tina 9000 gets a pretty big benefit too. And Clockwork Knight is the only outlier that I have no clue why it exists here. It's doing 3 absurdly good troops and 1 that does not exist. That will continue to not exist after that update. Interesting. Oh, also, we can see what the next thing is. Owl Cub. What is this for? Wait, what holiday event is this? What holiday takes place in August? Where an owl cub or owl bear cub would be the pet. I have no clue. What takes place in August, holiday-wise? Yeah, it could be the start of the fall event, true. Could be like an autumn-fall event for the start of fall, because by then summer would be done. That's true, it could be the beginning of fall. Because otherwise, I'm not sure what else could even be around that time. So maybe it is just the fall event. That makes sense. Because they're doing one for summer right now, it makes sense they do it for fall. Did they do one for winter, though? I don't think they did, because they did a Christmas event. But I guess it was technically a winter event, not a Christmas event. Because he even said it was a winter event, so that makes sense. Because that means the only holiday we haven't had one for then, or not holiday, but the only season we haven't had one for is fall. So yeah, that probably is the fall pet. Because we had one for winter. That's when we got the cool winter armor. Because it wasn't called the Christmas event, it was called the winter event. Then we had the spring one a little while back. We obviously have the summer one literally right now going on for the rest of this week and all of next week. And then, yeah, that might be the fall event then, because that's the only thing that could really be in like a few months from now. That makes sense. Anyways, let's go run some Explore 12. We've been running a lot of Explore 12 chasing lately. Something we haven't been doing for a while, but kind of getting back to a little. You can tell we haven't been doing it for a while because not even every single kingdom is even set to Explore 12 right now. I've been running different teams that isn't just Zolgoth, as I just click on a Zolgoth team right now. And we'll try another one today. Honestly, I kind of wanted to run the scroll spam team we ran last night. That was fun. It's one I don't use too often, but it's really strong. It's one of the reasons I even put them in S tier. They are really good at doing a very absurd amount of damage. Just don't tend to use them that often, because once you have access to Zolgoth, there's just less of a need to. But they do it in a lot flashier way compared to Zolgoth. Like, Zolgoth's really calculated how you play it every single battle. Whereas those other two, you have a little bit more diversity how you go about it. Whereas Zolgoth has a really straightforward strategy that it wants to do literally every single time. Where on earth did I put this team? There it is. But yeah, it's Lord of Slaughter, Thrall, Wild Knight, or Wild King, I mean. And Leprechaun. Because of course Thrall, Leprechaun. Why would we use anything else? So who knows? Maybe we'll use Borkmore once it gets the buff. It'll make its destroy number almost the same as Thrall at that point. The only liability is you have to do it with Mech Hero class if you want the 50% mana start. And that's just a lot of investment on your team to have to do that. Unless you're building like directly into a Tina 9000 damage source team, I don't really see that happening too often. It might get used a lot more once we have better damage sources for mechs. As mech's entire list of damage sources is Tina 9000. That's the whole list. That one singular troop is pretty much the entire list of things that can damage on that. Well, I guess that's not true. Bombot. But Bombot is so situational when you end up using it. It also has no synergy with Tina 9000. Because one's physical damage, AoE, and the other one's true damage. You're better off just doing a Tesla Tina at that point, which is also not really that worth it, because at that point you might as well just do double Tina. I mean, sorry, yeah, Tina 9000, double Tina 9000 rather than messing with the other thing. No! He 100 marked us! Wait, why did I do that? I already had the mana. That's unfortunate. Well, luckily Wild King has all the damage he needs to do it on his own. And let's match, if I can just find a skull. How on earth do we not have a skull on all that board? Come on. Hit a skull. Not you. Us. Let's see. At some point we will hit. There we go. Worst comes to worst, Leprechaun will have infinite damage by the time it gets down to him. Which is one funny thing about using a Wild King Leprechaun team. Is by the time you actually get to last slot Leprechaun, it has enough to one-shot pretty much everything in the game. We're pretty close to it. Ooh, nice, Chad. I remember my first guild ever was called the Black Hand. And I think we made it to top 10 back in the day. And then it fell. And then it got under some kind of new ownership. And under that new ownership, they got back to top 25 at one point. But then they fell off again. I'm not sure what's up with that guild these days. But yeah, a friend of mine, I think I've told the story a couple times already. But how I even found Gems of War in the first place is I was playing a Metroidvania game, an indie version of one, called Unepic, which we've never actually streamed the whole thing on this channel. Maybe we'll play it at some point. Because I've never actually finished the storyline. I mostly did the multiplayer aspect, and the multiplayer for it's dead these days. But the single-player experience is still fully the same, unless they've added some glitches in it, which they may have. I know they fixed some other glitches, but they may have added some other ones. But I need to go and potentially stream that game. Because that's the game that made us find Gems of War in the first place. It's not related to Gems of War in any way, shape, or form. But one of the friends I was doing multiplayer with in that game at the time, you know, they were playing Gems of War, and we kind of built a guild together. And eventually just quit the game after like a week or two. But we never stopped. And here we are today. But Yeah, it's how we eventually got to the game. It was actually from a completely unrelated game. And I actually have like 1,000-something hours in it. I actually have more hours in that Metroidvania than everything in the Metroidvania genre combined. It's a pretty decent game, especially the multiplayer for it. I'm surprised it didn't get more popular. And it was made pretty much by one developer. Aside from a lot of the assets, but you know, it was mostly coded and everything by one developer. And I believe he did it in his own engine as well. Because he reused that engine for a couple other games. Of which I've never bothered playing all the other ones. No, I never played Puzzle Quest 3. I never played Puzzle Quest 1 first. I actually didn't play Puzzle Quest 1 until multiple years after Gems of War. Actually, it's kind of funny. The lead developer of Gems of War gave me Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 for free. I was in a conversation with him, and he had a few spare keys. Actually, are they even able to be bought on Steam anymore? I'm not sure if they can. But yeah, back when you could, I actually got a free copy, or a free key of Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 from the actual developer of the game. Like the lead developer of Gems of War, and who also did Puzzle Quest 1, 2, 3, all that. But I'm not even sure if you could buy them on Steam anymore. Let me go check. How do I get to Steam? Steam. Let me just type in the word Steam. I have no clue how to get from Steam in Steam's own browser. But here, welcome to Steam. Let me double check. Can you even get them anymore? I know for a while you weren't able to. Let's see. So if I go over here. Oh yeah, they do have a summer sale. Someone was just talking about this. Is there anything good on sale these days? Ooh, Steam Deck's 20% off. I kind of want to wait for Steam Deck 2. Because you know they're going to do a sequel. And I kind of want to wait for the sequel. But yeah, is there any good sales anymore? Anyone know? Who knows? Maybe we'll do one other game before the thing. Though we're definitely doing Dave the Diver this weekend. That one Pokemon clone. Gosh, this game used to cost like 20 bucks. It's like a full like $45 Battle Pass microtransaction game. I have no clue what they did with that thing. Oh, Uno. I still don't own Uno on Steam. I should probably get it. I own this on Nintendo Switch, oddly enough. But I kind of want to get the Steam version. I love a good game of Uno. Let's see. Cult of the Lamb. I didn't care for Binding of Isaac, and it's basically Binding of Isaac combined with Animal Crossing. But not to a degree where I really cared for it enough, so I never bothered playing it. Vampire Survivors has like 1 billion DLC now. Gosh, that game blew up like crazy. Elden Ring's on a pretty big sale. I don't think I'd ever play that, though. Oh, there's Dave the Diver. We'll be playing that this weekend. 10% off right now. I can't remember how much we paid for it. Anyways, that's not what I came here for. I came to see if Puzzle Quest 1 or 2 or 3 are still sold on Steam. Or 1 and 2, I mean. Obviously 3 is. Let's see. Puzzle Quest 1. Puzzle Quest. Puzzle Quest 1 is still sold. I don't think Puzzle Quest 2 is. I think that's the one that got removed. Yeah. You can no longer get Puzzle Quest 2 on Steam. I don't know exactly why. I think it was something with the publisher that makes it so they can't sell it on Steam anymore or something with it. I have no clue. But yeah, Puzzle Quest 1 is still available. Puzzle Quest 3 is because, you know, it's a live service that they're currently running. But it is actually impossible to get Puzzle Quest 2, though I actually have a key of it. But you can no longer get Puzzle Quest 2 on Steam, but I do own it, though. Puzzle Quest 2 was, I don't know, it was pretty mixed. I felt like the difficulty was slightly too easy for Puzzle Quest 2. The battles lasted slightly too long. And the overall progression system didn't feel as rewarding as Puzzle Quest 1. But it had a lot of good minigames. It was like notorious for having an absurdly high amount of minigames. So much so, Treasure Hunt minigame from Gems of War is literally just based on Puzzle Quest 2's chest opening minigame. And I'm surprised they haven't utilized more of them, because it had such a roster of good minigames in it. Catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's no longer possible to get Puzzle Quest 2 on Steam. That's been like that for a while now. I think that's been like that for like 3 to 5 years now. And it was some kind of publisher issue. Because I believe they've used a different publisher literally every single time. It's one of the reasons why they're basically owned by 505 Games now. I think they had a lot of publisher issues in the past. It was also probably why they rebranded to like Infinity Plus 2, because I think they were called something Infinity initially. And then they kind of like rebranded and everything. But I'm not sure what the whole deal was with that. But yeah, Puzzle Quest 1, Puzzle Quest 2, and Puzzle Quest 3 are all under a different publisher, which I do not remember. Puzzle Quest 3 is obviously under 505 Games, but the other two I have no clue what they were under. But basically everything they do now is under 505 Games. So they kind of fixed the whole publisher issue at this point. But yeah, there was a bunch of legal issues that they've had in the past from like constantly hopping publishers. Which is the reason why Puzzle Quest 2 isn't around, but 1 and 3 still is. I'm not sure the whole story on that, but pretty sure it's a pretty detailed one if he was to ever explain why. Because I'm not sure if he's ever explained it publicly, or if he has, I have no clue where the video is, where he has explained that whole ordeal. Gosh, this team really only knows two things. Hit and miss. And there is no in between. And hopefully it just keeps hitting. Yeah, we didn't even need the other cast. Perfect. Anything good? Nisha! Look at that! We got a token of Nisha. Gosh, you know how long it's been? It has been like a month. In all fairness, we've been doing like no Explore 12. But it's been a solid month or so since we've gotten a singular token from Explore 12. Though in all fairness, we've only really gone back to doing it over the last few days. Which is one of the reasons why we haven't been getting any. But still. It is our first Nisha from Explore in a very, very long time. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 2 was, Puzzle Quest 2 had an interesting graphic style. The mini-games were nice. Some of the weapon system was pretty creative, though I much preferred the customizability of the first game. Which, oddly enough, the third game slightly brings back, but it monetizes it like crazy. Because I feel like Puzzle Quest 2 had really low customization for what you built. Whereas 1 and 3, 1 had like full customization. Like, you could literally customize every aspect of a weapon. It was kind of insane. And Puzzle Quest 3 slightly did it, but it was almost all paywalled or RNG walled, so it was less customization, more pay money. So Puzzle Quest 1 did that the best overall. It was one of the really fun aspects of 1. Because there was literally a mini game in it where you basically just like handcrafted a complete weapon from scratch. And you could put so many different effects on it based on how you want to run it. This might look dire, but I'm pretty sure we just two-shot him at this point, so we're actually fine as long as we find some skulls. Problem is finding some skulls. Come on, skulls. Where are you? That or at least bait him into taking skull. Come on, I have to be there somewheres. I don't want to take it over there. What's our safest bet? This vertical is actually our safest move. Let's double checking all of our options. No! Our safest move hit us! I think we're dead. How many skulls do you create? I need him to miss. He didn't miss! No! We actually got defeated. Oh, that's unfortunate. Some regions still have Puzzle Quest 2? That's interesting. Well, in America, it doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it was because they did it with an Australian company. So, you know, maybe there's some regions over there where it's still obtainable. Because maybe they were region locked to not be in some other countries. Because I'm pretty sure it was some form of Australian publisher that's based only in Australia. So it could be that you could still get it in Australia, Europe, and maybe a few other places. Maybe just America and a few others got excluded. I have no clue. Puzzle Quest 2 is probably worth money. Yeah, I was mentioning that back in the day. Like, if I didn't redeem that code from Steve Funker, or however you say his name, the lead developer, Gems of War, and everything else. If I didn't claim that, I don't know, that game would probably be worth like 50 plus bucks or something. Or if I would have bought in some extra keys or something. Because it only went for like 10 bucks on Steam. Or somewhere around there. Like, as much as Puzzle Quest 1 was, I think is the same price. And now it's literally impossible to get in most areas. And it's still a pretty good game. It's relatively short, though. So is the game we just played. Like, we just finished Mega Man Battle Network today. We checked our final time at the end. It was 13 hours. We did cheese a couple of the puzzles, though. Because we lucked them up to just not have to wander everywhere. And if we didn't do that, it'd probably been closer to 15 to 20. But it was ultimately 13 hours. And I believe Puzzle Quest 2 is actually a similar length. Oddly enough, I think Puzzle Quest 1's actually like double the length of Puzzle Quest 2. Especially with the extended content that they added in this Switch version. Which actually, the definitive version of Puzzle Quest 1 is still to this day only available on Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure what's up with that, or when they're going to re-release it to other consoles, or if they just have some kind of exclusivity deal only with Switch or something. But the full HD remake with additional quest content and the DLC, so you don't have to like jerry-rig it in Steam and like do a bunch of different things to make it work. Because the default version on Steam does not have the DLC, and nor does the DLC get sold. You have to go put a bunch of programs into your files, and then you get the DLC. And it's not like a true version of it, it's just like someone who coded it in. So it's almost like a mod to the game, essentially. But, yeah, the only true definitive version of Puzzle Quest 1 technically only exists on the Switch as of this current moment in time. They have yet to re-release it on anything. They did it about 3 or 4 years ago, when they did like the HD remake and everything with the extra quest line and all that. Actually, extra quest lines. I think they added like 5, 10, 20 hours of content or something on top of the DLC that's naturally in it, coded correctly. But yeah. Also, we never bothered playing through that version, by the way. I did some of it on stream, but I ended up stopping about 10 hours in. Mostly because it's a really long game. Puzzle Quest 1, like, would take us an entire month. With the rate at which we do side games. Like, it would legitimately take us a month to complete. Because I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around like 50, 60-ish hours if you do all the content in it. It's not even counting time that you might do to customize your weapons and stuff like that. There's a lot of customization you can do. Alright, where's our next 20%? Hellcrag. Isn't there something annoying in this location? I can't remember what. I could have sworn there was something really bad in this location that normally makes you not want to go here. We'll go here anyways. Also, we'll be covering a video tomorrow going over the deep delve for the thing, by the way. Sunken Fleet. I hope to cover it pretty early, but I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be out. And then Saturday, Sunday, midday, we'll do Dave the Diver. See what they did with the update. It seems like they probably more than doubled the content in the game, so... I can't remember how long we've already put into it, but we're probably putting like another 20, 30 hours in it. I have no clue what they added, so we'll find out tomorrow, or on Saturday, I mean. So I'm probably getting a haircut tomorrow. I've been meaning to for a while. I definitely want to get one before the trip. I have 2 hairstyles, on and off. We're about to switch to off. So it'll be back on before I go on the trip, because obviously it'll grow back by then, slightly. So it'll just be slightly on. I look so different with no hair on. Also, do you want to stop infinite looping? This isn't even a PvP fight, this is just a faction. What are you doing? This isn't infinite loop PvP, you're not allowed to do that many times. This is literally just the natural loop of Chalcedony, with like a few constructs on the team. This isn't even a proper infinite loop Chalcedony team, and it's still infinite looping on us. Hello, Random. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I did pick the most difficult character and the most difficult mode when we were doing the HD remake for Puzzle Quest 3. I mean, for Puzzle Quest 1. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I wanted to do one of the new characters, and it seemed like a fun one to do. And despite the difficulty saying it was harder for that one, I don't think it really was. Like, a lot of its early game kit was kind of annoying. But what it could do later on was actually kind of strong. It's just the early game for it was a little slow. Because I feel like it was balanced more for its total kit rather than its starting kit. Oh yeah, this team is a lot of fun. This team actually isn't faster in most situations, and, other than when it gets lucky. But it looks fast, and that makes it fun. Because this team is actually slower than Zolgoth. I've time tested it in the past. The average time of this team is like 20%, 30% slower than Zolgoth builds. However, it looks cooler. So it looks like it's going faster. But it is normally slower, if you account for everything. Including the fact that it sometimes backfire and loses. Like, we already lost a fight. In all fairness, Zolgoths can still too. Though a lot less often. Oh, I could take a skull there. Whoops. Because you're hitting with a lot more skulls with this team, but you're hitting with less damage each skull. Because triple damage burning is more than true damage. True damage is essentially double damage. And burning triple damage is obviously triple damage. And doing that into Enrage is one shot on Explore 12. So as you can see right here, it's taking us like 2 or 3 hits to kill something. Whereas if we were using Zolgoth build, it would be 1 hit dead. Plus, he doesn't have a way to hit through stone skin and stuff like that. So you notice we hit this guy like 6 times because he has 50% reduction. That's the other problem that this team runs into occasionally. Whereas Zolgoth doesn't care because you have Enrage, you have insta-kill. They drop just as easily as anything else. But yeah, when you do get those good matches, it goes very quick. But its average time is still slower than standard Zolgoth builds. That's a good change of pace. Oh, I was going to run away from this fight, but I guess I'll take the gnome real quick. I didn't mean to. But since there's a gnome there, I might as well kill it real quick. Even though it's a bad gnome, you never know, it could drop a Vault Key. It didn't. But let me do it again. Hopefully no gnome this time. That'd be funny if it just keeps giving us gnomes so I can never retreat. Okay, good. Now we just retreat, retreat, retreat. Yes, back, 12, good to go. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, we'll take that one over. Yeah, that's the only real bad thing I would say about Puzzle Quest 1. The progression of the game is a little slow. Like, it's really good, but its pacing is definitely... This game was made in the 2000s pacing. Especially since they didn't add a speed option. It feels like you're playing in slow motion compared to Gems of War. That's one thing that will probably keep me away from playing like most other Match 3 games. Like, it needs to have the speed of Gems of War. That's probably like one of the biggest upsides. Is just how quick you can actually play Gems of War. It's really quick and snappy. Honestly, we need a quicker mode than what we have right now. I need like insta-drop gem mode. 8 times speed. 16 times speed. Not even 16 times speed, just like literal instant. No animations playing right here with the pop-up of the thing. Gems just fall immediately into place. As instant as you can physically get. Where's my mana? Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Anything else you want me to go over? Because otherwise, I think we might start calling it a wrap after this next section right here. And then tomorrow we'll be doing the faction event. We'll have a video going over it sometime during the day. There's not much to really go over, but I do want to go over all the teams, the new troop, all that, the new layout. Because we are getting a new layout as well. Hopefully it's better. So far, all of them have been. Like, who knows, maybe they'll do a non-better one for once. But, I don't know, we'll have to find out tomorrow. And that's dropping in, like, what, 5 hours from now? 6 hours from now. That's right around the corner. Not the video, but the actual thing in game will be. Because I'll probably be sleeping then, realistically. After I figure out my pillow situation. Because I can't keep sleeping on those new ones. They're very soft, but I'm not sure what's up with their smell. It's making me, like, cough when I wake up. It's really weird, because if you, like, smell them directly, like, there's nothing weird with it. But if you're on it for literally hours on end, there's something odd with their smell. I'm not sure if it's just new pillow smell or what. But whatever it is very off. Maybe I'm just so used to the other pillows. After, like, 6 years on them or something. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh no, I have web. I can't gain a lot of attack from that. Oh, Thrall also can't function right now. We're actually gonna lose this fight. This isn't a legendary fight, is it? Oh no, it is! We actually have to not lose this fight. That's one of the other problems with this team. Its consistency is not ideal. There's really low consistency compared to Zolgoth. Not like super, super low, but, you know, lower comparatively. Oh, we got a free skull. That's not ideal. Ooh, he killed that and got a free hidden. Super not ideal. I'm not sure we're even going to win this fight. We're probably going to lose this. We'll take a yellow. He didn't go for the other yellow. I'll take it then. There's a skull over there. He doesn't get any immediate value from it, but we also don't get mana for ourselves. No! We can't win. Leprechaun doesn't have enough buff. And the other thing is resummon. No, we're going to lose. Come on, Leprechaun, you got this. Come on, Mighty Leprechaun. You got to solo something that has Curse Web. That's fine. All we have to do is just get a billion skulls. We got this. Easy win. Easy, easy win. Come on, Leprechaun carry. Go, 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 go. Come on. Where's our best bet? Vertical red right here. It doesn't backfire. No! Okay, wait, we're storing this. We take that. Alright, I just have to hit it, I just have to hit it like 7 times before it hits me 3 times. Go. Plus it can cast damage hit us, whereas we can't do the same to it. Come on, we got this. You got this, Leprechaun. The mighty Leprechaun. The true final boss fight. Will he win? I think he's gonna lose. Let's see. Our safest bet is over here. I'll take a red here because I want to bait out on the other section. I tried vertical there, but it's just going to backfire. I'll take a vertical here, but then there's another section to backfire. I'll rather take this one brown. I could take this blue. He'll be forced to take that red. Actually, I should take that red in case we do get skull from Sky or double skull right here. Blue, purple, or just blue? I think I take blue, purple. Okay, I didn't get the extra turn, but we got the shuffle. Problem. I can't utilize all this board. There's too much board here. What's our best bet? I could take a skull to red fall. But then he gets brown extra turn and gets that skull for free. I could Leprechaun and just hope it works out. But the board being left over still gives him a skull poke. Which we definitely don't want. I think I just take this skull here and just hope nothing bad happens when he takes all that mess. So we do that. He takes that. I take this skull. Come on, we're so close. The problem is he wins with one more AoE. And I don't think we're going to have enough damage by then. Because he's going to take a green next turn or a purple. If he surges, he gets full mana. Oh, we double skulled! No, he got extra turn! Oh, if we could have just gotten a double skull. No! Now we have a billion shards just sitting there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We got to do one more. Oh, but yeah, that's why you don't tend to use this team as often. Its win rate's a bit lower when it fails. It likes to fail sometimes. Okay, let's try this again. Let's just go do one more set real quick. But yeah, its overall speed's like 30% slower than Zolgoth. One of the reasons being exactly what just happened. Of course, that could still happen to Zolgoth team too, but it's more likely on this team. It's already like the second or third time that's happened to us. This is the first one we lost from it. That does happen. Mostly when he keeps missing. Also when they have a lot of score reduction, because you actually don't have that much enrage. All your enrage comes from Wild King. So if you're mostly casting Lord of Slaughter, you're not getting as much Enrage to power everything up with. Oh yeah, we'll do one last one right over here. Since the other one didn't quite work out. Oh, I should have taken the brown first. Whoops. Saw the mana and had to go for mana. Oh, no extra turn, but we can get it rolling right there. So we do that, then throw down Wild King, do all that. No, it missed! Oh, no, I didn't miss. We're fine. Somehow we don't have mana, though, so we'll throw a Thrall. Get one more of those in there. And it should pretty much be matched. We throw that down, throw down Wild King. Shouldn't have much of a follow-up. And dead. There we go. A few more fights. A new pillow smell? It could just be new pillow smell. It smells very strange, though. Like, I'm not sure if that would be considered new pillow smell. Because I don't remember pillow smelling like that. Because most new smell things are actually, like, good smells. Like, good new car smell smells nice. Like, it's weird compared to just, like, neutral smell. But, you know, it's like a good smell, not a bad one. Normally, new smell things are pleasant smells, not awful ones. Also, are we gonna lose again? Sure hope not. There we go. The backfires are heavy. Because even though we can apply a lot of damage to the enemy, obviously they can also apply a lot to us if we miss, because there's no freeze mechanic like with Zolgoth. Oh, I meant to take that the other way. Whoops. The other way was extra turn. You could use Febreze for the smell. I don't think I have Febreze in the house now that I think about it. Oh, it might be food shopping tomorrow, so maybe I'll pick it up. See if that does anything to it. I don't have a drop for that. I need a purple. I can't take purple. Let's take this over. And now we're in the mana lock state where we just can't get any mana for anyone. To a degree, him dying might have helped. And then we go for that. And I should pretty much be matched. We've poke him a few times. Problem is actually getting the resources to do so. Alright, that should be match. There we go. And now let's take out the boss. And we're still going to have 139 shards remaining. That's going to be funny because it's going to last for a while now. Because we lost on that other one that gave us half points. And because we're doing 20% chasing, that means all of tomorrow night when we do 20% chasing. Actually, we might not be because we'll be doing the deep delve. So never mind. But sometime this weekend when we do it again, we're going to be basically never dropping a single chest. Like every single time it's going to be a chest. Because we're going to have so much excess shards from the one fail we had earlier. Oh, the Leprechaun got close. He was 2 skulls away from winning. Unfortunately, he didn't have a damage cast, whereas the other one did. Did we get anything here? No. Oh, yes, we did! I just saw the first token. We got 2 Nishas tonight. Look at that. We got 3 guards the other night and 2 Nishas tonight. Nice. Great progress. Unfortunately, no doubles or 5 times multipliers on them. We have gotten a 5 times Nisha before off a 5 times chest. Obviously, it was just one Nisha that got 5 times by the chest. And we have had it 2 times before, too. But, yeah, I'll take a single one. Twice. There we go. Nice. Alright, well, we'll be back tomorrow night. Same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. You guys know the drill. Mostly be messing around with the deep delve of the new faction. Or by new faction, I mean old faction, but it has a deep delve variant. It's specifically for Sunken Fleet. We'll have a video going up on it sometime tomorrow. Hopefully early in the morning or by noon or sometime. But I'll have a video going over everything with that, as well as the new deep delve layout, as well as the new troop. Aside from that, yeah, tomorrow night we'll mostly just be messing with all that. That's pretty much the game plan. Hope you all have a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for stopping by.